Hello there, I'm the base manager and welcome back to Factory Town. Today I figured out most of my mistakes and now I know how to put fuel and water inside of the steam locomotive, and look at it going, it goes so fast. So pretty much my mistake is, stop, was that I was using the wrong loaders. So there is a minecart loader, a train stop, and a fuel loader, right? Train stop is what we want to put in there, so that the train stops and unloads the stuff into the train station itself. The train doesn't go through the train station. That was a mistake on my part. You know, it's easier to assume that if you have, you know, things pointing into the train station and you're using rails, one might get confused, but that's fine. In any case, I believe we already have the money to do the research for rail freight carts, so let's do one of those. Just unlocked a bunch of stuff. And let's see, can I put one of those thingies, the freight? Nope. Carts? Boxcar, okay. Can I connect it to that train? And now, will you carry it around? Yes, you will. How much capacity does this thing has? 50? That's not bad if we put like, I don't know, 4 of those. Okay, so now that we figured that out, we can see if the train goes through the path that we set up, and it appears to do so. The fuel doesn't go down as fast as I anticipated, so I think that one full tank of fuel and water should be more than enough to carry the train throughout the entire journey. Now, climbing through the mountain, will it be difficult for you? You go through it like a champ, look at it, doesn't even bother it. And then that's the end of the road for you. I'm going to just cycle you back to your original destination. But yeah, we figured trains out, that's great. Now we can start thinking about building a bunch of farms in here and eventually even another small town, not a large one. A small city, a small town, just to provide us with additional workers and additional, you know, coins, because we can start selling some of the products originally and all. But yeah, so trains figured out, that's fantastic. Let's work towards the farm area now. Oh, but before we do that, red coins are going to be a premium, so we should try and increase the amount of red coins that we get. Wait, a second. Oh! That explains it. Sure. That's kind of bad, because we just are running out of stone, apparently. That's no bueno. Okay, so before I was rudely interrupted, when I noticed that we were not producing bricks to sell in the general store over there, I didn't even mention what I was planning on doing, and that was building a couple of shirts and cloth fragments, doing something very simple, just doing this, and then with the caravan we can transport both items at the same time, but instead of selecting one of the items, we just select deliver everything and transport it to the general store. God damn it, when you select a store, the game kinda freezes a little bit. That's not ideal. There we go. We just delivered the couple of shirts and a few pieces of fabric and just got a bunch of money from that. And the caravan will be more than enough to transport both items at the same time. That way we minimize the amount of wagons rolling around the place. See? Bunch of money. Great, because we're gonna need that money to flatten out that entire area over there in the distance. Yeah, to create some flat area, that is going to be necessary. So, yeah, let's start flattening and creating a couple of farms for us, so we can start, you know, taking advantage of our train and transporting a few items. Yeah, major problem though. I'm running out of iron again. Uh, this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. I was so focused on doing fun stuff that I completely forgot that these things tend to happen. Hopefully this will last us a little bit longer, because I don't have any more iron nodes close by. Let me see. Let me buy a couple. Oh, yes we do. Yes we do. We have a bunch of iron over here, which we can, and we have plenty of iron over there. It's just getting the stuff at the right elevation, you know, because there is a bunch of mountains and all, and I don't want to spend too much money carving out the entire system, entire mountain range, just to put a. Sorry, I'm sorry, game. You are absolutely correct. I am a dummy and I didn't realize. So let's just fix this rather quickly. There you go. See, problem solved. Boom. It even gains a little bit of momentum and all. But yeah, I'm probably going to mine a couple more iron deposits, because this one is a gunner. No more iron for me from this one. Okay, so now that we have our mining situation underway, under control, we can focus once again on what's truly important. And I didn't even have to flatten out, oops, flatten out a bunch of stuff, only a little bit over here. So we didn't spend too much money on that, and this little bit of iron that is left, I'm going to use it to make more pipes, because we are still going to need those. So yeah, and I really don't feel like making another line just for that right now. In the future I will make it, but not right now. Okay, what were we going to do? We were building a couple. We were gonna build a couple of farms over here. We are already producing a good amount of red coins with the t-shirt and cloth addition to the general store. So now I think it is time for us to start thinking about farms, and really industrial type of farms. The kind of farm where the entire square is filled up to the brink with stuff, and we are also going to need fertilizer for that, so pasture. And we probably, just saying, we probably are going to max out on farmers and try to produce as much food as humanly possible. But right now, let me start doing a little bit more terraforming and putting a few more buildings down, and I will show you the result in a little bit. Okay guys, so the first part is already done. The very first farm that I thought should be built is the grain farm, because the grain is the basics of fertilizer. Pretty much you feed the grain into a grain mill, turn it into animal feed, and the animal feed can then be sent to either be directly turned into fertilizer or turn into food items such as eggs, chicken, beef and fertilizer, or milk and fertilizer. So we have 4 buildings producing the fertilizer. Let me upgrade this as much as I can. Having a little bit of problem with iron. I'm pretty sure we are running low on iron again. I should go take care of that, but I'm focusing on this right now. So the pasture part is done, which means that now we have a bunch of fertilizer, and now we can start focusing on other food types. So let's go in here, and let's see, we are going to want to have carrots, potatoes, and tomatoes, okay? Because let's build a kitchen. We will want to cook our food, obviously. So if we go veggies stew, it's right here, veggies stew, requires tomatoes, potatoes and carrots. So it requires 3 ingredients, and we are going to provide those ingredients. We are also going to be making a few meat stews. That's why we want the beef, but we need to cook it first. And what can we do with the eggs? We can make cake or protein shakes, for example. Oh, nice, we can make sugar, eggs and milk into some protein shakes. So you know what? That's precisely what we are going to do. And protein shakes sells for blue coins in the apothecary. That's nice. That way we are not just producing yellow coins, we are actually producing blue coins as well. So we now know what we are going to do with this. So I also think that I know what I should be farming next, and that is sugar for the protein shake. So I'm going to set up that farm as well. It's just unfortunate that the eggs and the milk... okay, so I will have to redirect both of these outputs into a kitchen somewhere. To turn all of that and the sugar into protein shakes. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to move these somewhere around here. Little bit closer, thank you. And then the milk will have to go there. Ow, I have no idea. Somehow. I will find a way, don't worry. Even if we have to go over these bridges that we already have built, it will be fine. Alright, so these farms are now ready with water and fertilizer. So these are going to be the veggie farmers. You are going to be for carrots. You are going to be for tomatoes, no, potatoes. And you are going to be the tomatoes. Here we go. Now, of course, we still need to plant those. So let me see. This one is carrots. Let's go for... Let's plant a couple of carrots in here. Carrots have been planted. Next on the agenda we have the potatoes. And finally we finished with the tomatoes. There we go. Let's plant all of these bad boys. And there we go, perfect. All the veggies are now being grown, planted and grown. Next in the agenda we have fruit, because we will want to do the jams. Not the apple or pear juice. I will want to do... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Apple jam and pear jam, right? Because these settle for a good amount of money, and we already have the sugar in here. So I think that that would be a good idea. Of course, I still have to flatten all of this area, and I'll build a couple of foresters right here with fruit tree to give us that those fruits so that we can make the jam. And soon we should also start thinking about making the train station, because we should start be able to ship stuff out of here soon enough. Okay, so the next step would be to cook all of the beautiful things that we are farming now. So I already have the veggies being delivered to two kitchens. One is going to make a veggie stew, the other is going to make meat stew. However, before we can make meat stew, we need to cook the meat, and before we can cook the meat and in fact make any of the stew, we need fuel. I think that the fuel that we are going to use, it's going to be trees as per usual, because trees are renewable, and then we don't have to worry about depleting the deposits of minerals that we probably are going to need for something else. And having this coal right here is actually useful, because we might use a steam generator in this setup eventually. But that's not for right now. Right now the focus is fuel, and fuel is gonna come from trees. So let's once again keep flattening out the area, and let's harvest ourselves a couple of trees. Alright, with the fuel being delivered, I mean, the kitchens are now able to operate and are starting to produce some of their goodies. Now, all of these goodies, I mean, both of the stews, are going to be delivered into a station right here. Let's build a train station. Train station right there. And we are going to deliver this just like this. And there we go. This train station now is storing up the veggie stews and meat stews. Both are going through a barn first, just in case this thing gets full. We have a place to store up excess stuff, right? I already built a train station over here for the protein shakes. Now all we need to do is go back all the way to our steam locomotive, right? And we have 3 produce that we want to bring back, right? So let's go, let's remove that. Workers, box cart. I don't think these are attached. Nope, they are not. Okay, so let's try this again. Add box cart and add box cart. Now in here we'll filter this for protein shakes. Protein shakes, I said, protein shakes. Protein shakes. This one will be the stews, meat stew, and veggie stew. Okay, so let's see which rail is the one that I want you guys going through. It's that one. Okay, fantastic. So let's wait now for our train friend over here to arrive at his destination, and we will see if we can fill up these cargo thingies with all the stuff that we are producing at our farm location now. And the Food Express is now arriving at his destination, so let's see, we have 150 something protein shakes. This one should be full now. Yes it is, and now it keeps on moving towards its next destination, where it now receives the stews. Well, I mean, there is not a lot of stew there yet, but it's not good enough just to see the process, and now it's going back. Let me just go back to the train station and make sure that we have the unload thingy, right? Now we go through here. I think we can delete that one. We only need one, I suppose, right? Because if I have no filter, it will unload all of the stuff, right? Here comes the train. It will get refueled and rewatered, and next it will unload all of the stuff, and we'll keep on moving to get more stuff. Great! Now we just need to find a way to remove the stuff from inside the train station and into our market over there. Okay, so we are going to use some conveyor belts to put those produce in silos, and then we are gonna hire a caravan to take care of those items, right? One caravan. No, we can't. We can't do it with one caravan. Maybe. Will wagons work? Now, it's better to do caravans, because wagons and caravans, they cost the same amount of workers, except that, you know, caravans are far better at transporting the items. Now, every time I select the thingy, it gets super laggy, so I think I'm going to do this off camera. Alright, here we go. Given that the apothecary is right there, we don't need a caravan to transport the milkshakes, we can use the conveyor belt. But the rest will be using... Oh, snap, they are starting to use these roads over there, which means we should increase the width of this place. These resources are still need to be mined. I'm not going to destroy them, even that they are going to be useful. You know, let's add a couple extra workers to get this done rather quickly. And yeah, now we have good food being delivered directly to our markets, and protein shakes delivered to our apothecary via train from really, really far away. Now, will the train be able to handle the amount of stuff that we are producing? Let's see. Full cart, not even close to full cart, which means we need to increase production at our farm area. But this is already a pretty nice thing that we've done here. But given that we are very close to capacity on workers, it would probably be a good idea to start thinking about creating a small town somewhere around here. Let me buy this and this. Now, this town will not need to be completely flattened out, because you know, we can build the houses, whatever. It doesn't really matter too much. For the production, it is necessary, but for the town itself, it's more like a luxury than anything else. So let's go in here and let's see, town center. Where do I want to build you? A town by the river. I think that might be a good idea. And there we go. We can now upgrade this town center like 5,000 times already. Oh, maybe not. Wait, I cannot build more houses? Are you sure? I thought that by building another town center over here, I would be able to build more houses than the ones we have available to us. That kind of sucks. That was not what I was expecting to happen, and okay, so what is the purpose of having additional town centers if we can't build more houses? But oh well, after analyzing the situation, apparently the town center is the highest town center that determines the number of houses that you can have, so I suppose for the very long late game future, right? Once we have run out of space for building more houses in our city, we can consider building a couple of houses in an outside town. But in any case, that is no longer a concern for us if we can't get the housing from that. So we are going to focus on getting both the purple coins and the materials that we need to upgrade the town center. So we are going to need wards, health potions. Really? Wow, these are expensive. Polished stone and reinforced plank. Okay, so let me see. Can I... Yep, we need the jewelry to unlock the polished stone. So let's get that. Mage tower, I don't think we need for now. Oh, deep mining. That probably is a good idea. Let's get deep mining and let's see if we can do that. For example, for this one, because we are really low on stone. How the hell do I go for deep mining? Oh, okay, so you build mine shaft, is that it? And you can... Oh, I don't know how this works. Let's see. If I go like this, will I gain access to all of the highlighted resources? Is that it? Okay, so... do I have access to more stone now? Or are you gonna only get that after you are done with the outside stone? Well, we are going to find out soon enough, given that these are almost depleted. Yep, it's continuing producing stone, even though there is none. That's rather cool. Okay, so in order for us to get the enchanter, we need mana power. Let's go to the research and find that mana power thing. Okay. We need magical tomes. We build those? Oh, these are produced by the mage tower. Okay, so we need that after all. We need the mage tower, and then we need to build one of those. Let's see, mage tower. Let's see, what are we going to consume? A book, a mana, like the most random object that you could think of, a cloak. Okay, so I'm going to have to build something to build me those things. Those things require leather and cloth. Oh my, I could not have found an item more painful to craft than that. It's like we have zero resources available to do that, because if we want leather, we need a pasture. If we want a pasture, we need grain to make animal feed. And then we need to make a farm for the cotton. Yeah, like nope. Nope. I have a good place for that. I can build a little bit of a leather from over here. It would be fine. And I already have some cloth being built in here, which means I can just build another workshop, cloth and leather. We could build the cloaks somewhere around here and then transport them from over here all the way over there. I think that's probably for the best. Unfortunately, boat transporting apparently is not possible. Nope, not going to be possible because... Yeah, let's not even think about it. Nope, no boat transport unless I connect this area with this area, and then we can transport it via boat because it's a rather simple one. We just need to transport it from over here to over there. The AI should not go crazy for that. Huh. I'll think about it. There we go. Rather complicated, but it's going to work. We are going to produce the cloaks in here. Luckily for us, the book boat is somewhat working correctly now, so cool. And in this warehouse, we're going to have the books and the cloaks. Books. There we go. One book right there, another book right there, and then the cloak. Cloak. Here we go. Great. Fantastic, so let's transport those things from there to there and be done with it. And there we have the books and the cloaks being delivered to the mage tower. And soon we'll be able to produce level 1 magic stuff. Let me just take a look at the level 2 magic stuff. We're going to need mana bricks, of which we have, and mana pipes, which is not terrible to build. Oh well. That's a problem for future me to resolve, as I usually say. Right now we are producing the first mana book, or magical knowledge recipe or book, or whatever this is called. Tome. Yep. Next episode I will figure out a way to transport this from here all the way into our school over there. But unfortunately this is all the time that I have for today's episode, guys, so with that in mind, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye.